Good afternoon. The shop is a disaster this afternoon because I'm finishing up our bathroom remodel. You can see that I've got the core of the mirror frame here that I'm clamping and gluing up, waiting to carve because the whole motif is going to be carved trim with an angle grinder. A lot of fun. Anyway, one of the things that I think is really necessary to kind of pull the whole room together is replace the tacky white plastic wall plates with something that matches the rest of the trim. So today I'm going to be cutting a couple of wall plates out. I've got some cherry that I've milled to a little over 1/4 inch thick. I've got the awesome Festool MFS, and I'm going to put these two things together to turn out a number of wall plates. I didn't really learn to love the router until I got these little teeny router bits. It's actually small enough you can do inlays by hand, which is pretty darn fun. I've done a couple of little hand-lettered signs. I'm putting on a small guide bushing so that I can use the Festool MFS. I've got a 17mm guide bushing. The inside of the wall plate is 33.6mm. Call it 33.5. So 33 plus, and then we want to subtract away the size of the bit because we're going to be cutting to the side, so that's about a 3mm bit. So we'll set my poor beat up MFS to 47 and a hair in the short axis. Just a quick eyeball check before we actually put router to wood. Put a bottom stop on the MFS because I want both of these holes to be about the same height. So we have a clamp through the bottom of the MFT table to hold things in place. We'll slide that up into the bottom of the MFS. Bring this piece over, position it against our bottom stop. And after putting a spacer in the other side to make sure that it lays flat, tighten this sucker down. And then let's make a little sawdust. With an outfit change, because it's the next week, we've now resized so that we can cut out the back of the wall plate, and now we're going to do that. Cut that sucker out on the bandsaw, and we should be ready to rock and roll. So I'm rushing a little bit because I'm coming up against the deadline for entering these videos. But I've got the first of the wall plates to come off this line. I'm going to sand it up a little bit, and then we give it a few cuts of finish, and we're ready to put it on. I'm rushing to get the video done before the deadline, and I'm not going to have a chance to finish all of those wall plates before I get the video done. So I figured I'd show a couple of wall plates that I had already done. Here are a couple done out of maple. And here's one out of walnut that's going to get replaced by one of those cherry ones that you saw that I was routing in the inlaid labels rather than the stick-on ones.